The full moon rises on another episode of Werewolf Gaming, and I have a question for you. What would you do to save your family? What lengths would you go to save the ones you love? How far would you travel? How many obstacles would you leave destroyed in your wake to ensure that they would come home safe? 'Cause in this game, one scorned mother will do anything to get back her son, and that game is Blood of the Werewolf. Released for PC in 2013 and later for PlayStation and Xbox Live in 2014, Blood of the Werewolf is a platformer and love letter to what is now called the Metrodvania style of games. Games that usually involve a balance of unfolding the level and finding different paths and secrets. It's far more combat-based than, say, the Mario style, and far slower than the Sonic style, and much, much more difficult. I've called games tough in the past, but I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, that Blood of the Werewolf is the hardest game I've ever beat. Let's just say that I'm glad the game gives you infinite lives, or else I would have probably chucked my laptop out the window after seeing the death screen for the 200th time. But anything to save your son. The story is that Selena, her husband, and their son Nikolai are the last living werewolves, when Dr. Frankenstein raided their home, killed her husband, and stole her son. Now you are tasked with traveling the world, defeating the forces of evil, and getting vengeance on those who stole away your son. Like any mother would do in that situation. Which makes me wonder, how would a werewolf raise their young? Well, we can use the next best equivalent, the wolf. The average litter of a gray wolf has 5 or 6 pups born in the spring, and they're blind and deaf until about a week old when their senses start kicking in. The mama and her pups will stay in the den for about a month, rely on the papa to get the mama food while she nurses the young. After that, the pups will leave the den and start eating solid food, and come autumn they're big enough to start joining the adults on the hunt. The next year, the mama can have another litter, and since wolves never hit menopause, she can have babies her whole life. That's a lot of Mother's Day cards. I'm sure many a mother would do anything for their children, in the animal world and in the urban jungle. But will Selena be successful in her rescue mission? Well, I guess that depends on your skill. So go get good and go on a supernatural romp. You can find Blood of the Werewolf for a paltry $2 on Steam. So go give this underrated game some love. And thanks for tuning in to another episode of Werewolf Gaming. Next month's game is Shrouded in Shadows. So until then, happy gaming, and I'll see you when the next moon rises.